Welcome back. Okay, if buying a home is on your bucket list for 2025, we have the team that can make putting down your down payment a breeze. Okay, we want to welcome Division President of Security First Financial. It's Nick Barta. Nick, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. A lot of people for 2025, whether it's a resolution, a goal, they're looking to buy a home. Why is your job so important when it comes to that?
I think that I think there's so many misconceptions out there about how hard it is to buy a house and whether this is the right market or interest rates too high or, is there no inventory? And I really think that my job is to educate people on all the programs that are out there that help make that easier. It's not that hard. You just gotta jump in and see what happens.
I love that you said you just gotta jump in because you don't know until you try it and you start to see all the opportunities. Now, every family is different, right? How do you individualize everybody that comes to you with those hopes of buying a home?
Yeah, and everybody's story is different. We've all got all have a story, and we all have our differences, whether you have some credit issues or you're a veteran or you're buying in a rural area. So there's low down payment options for all of those people. And so you just have to have a place to start. And I think that, we're so used to working with, individuals and finding out exactly, which program is going to be best for them, no matter whether it's best for us as a lender. It has to be best for them as a buyer.
Okay, and I love that because, yes, we ultimately want to be comfortable with that mortgage we're going to take on. Now, you talked about the misunderstandings. Oh, my goodness, Nick, I think in the last 2 years, it's been those misunderstandings have been out there. But what are the more common ones that you hear?
Well, I think the biggest one is you need thousands and thousands of dollars for a down payment. People come to me and say, you got to have 20% down. I don't know about you, but when I was a young person, I certainly didn't have $100,000 saved up to put down. That's just not that's not the case. People can get into homes for as little as $1,000 out of pocket with some of these programs. I think the other thing is people think it's so difficult. It's not. It's not a difficult process. If you can go find a house to rent or an apartment to rent and go through those steps, this is maybe an hour longer or maybe 2 hours more effort, and you'd be a homeowner and you don't have to hide the dog in the closet every time the landlord comes over, so.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny because I've done that. It was a long time ago, but you're absolutely right. There's no better feeling than being a homeowner, and to hear that there is a way to do it, that's great. Now, you are, by the way, the top first-time home buyer loan officer in Colorado. That's got to mean a lot to you and for people out there who want to buy a home.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, I've been doing mortgages for about 36 years. I've dedicated the majority of that time to helping people buy their first homes or even their second homes, but helping them with down payment assistance. And I think that, I've been involved with Habitat for Humanity Colorado and worked with Colorado Housing and Finance on their lender advisory board to try and make these programs and everything, easier for people to get into homes and actually get into homes in an affordable way.
Yeah, and affordable is going to be key for so many people out there, but it is definitely doable. Now, what is the #1 tip you would give to first-time home buyers before they put that money down? And what would you say to them?
Yeah, I think the first thing you want to do is you want to get educated. So, you can certainly contact us, go to our website at nickbarta.com. There's a wealth of information out there. Don't just find out how much you can qualify for, but find out how much you're comfortable qualifying for, because we're going to tell you as a lender, hey, you can buy this much. But if it's a $4,000 payment and you go, there's no way I can make that, figure out what that payment is that you are comfortable with and then commit to it, because I think that there's so many advantages to home ownership that, it's the #1 way to build wealth in the United States right now. And the net worth difference between a renter and a homeowner is the largest it's been ever. So.
Really? That's an interesting point there. So yes, if buying a home is in your plans or a resolution for next year, Nick and his team are ready to help you. Nick, why do you think people should come to you if they are really wanting to purchase that first home?
Sure. I think that first and foremost, we're going to put the clients first, the customers first. We've helped thousands, and I mean thousands of people purchase their homes. I've been in the Denver market for 28 years. We've helped so many people, and we see the benefits. You know, we have people that bought homes 3 years ago, and they'll come back to us and they have $200,000 in equity, where if they were renting, they'd have zero. So, you know, we're going to give you an individualized plan. We're going to work with you from start to finish. You know, certainly, you know, it's our job to make the process easier. So.
And I love that. Nick, thank you so much for being with us today, and great insight into that housing market.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, everyone, you heard Nick. It's easy to get started with Nick and his team. Just head to nickbarta.com to apply. It only takes a few minutes, and in most cases, they can tell you which program is best for you, so they can pre-approve you to start looking for a home for the new year. You can also call them at 303-740-8300.